Tune into your breath. Again, just start by observing. What does it feel like to breathe? Where do you feel your breath? Feel the air as it moves in through the nose, through the back of the throat, filling up the lungs, expanding into the belly. And as you exhale, notice the reverse. Feel the air as it moves out through the nose, out through the throat. The chest lowers. And at the end of the exhale, you might even notice the belly draws in toward the spine. So start to deepen your breathing. Just taking fuller breaths in and longer breaths out. Noticing what it feels like to use more of your lung capacity. And then eventually bring inhales and exhales to equal length so that you really start to establish a steady rhythm for the breath. And your breath will be full but not forceful. And then gently constrict through the back of your throat so you can listen to the breath. You can hear and feel the air as it swirls through the back of your throat. Even breaths in and even breaths out. Memorize the rhythm and the sound of the breath, know it by heart, and try to maintain it as we move through the practice, so that no matter the movements, no matter the poses, the breath is steady and even. Continue to breathe. You can blink the eyes open. We'll start to make our way into an extended child's pose. So you can come up onto the hands and the knees and then sit back onto the heels. Let the knees either be close together or wide apart, whatever's more comfortable for you. And then let the arms reach forward and let your head relax down. Once you get into a nice, comfy, cozy child's pose, start to tune back into your breath. And for those of you who'd like to set an intention or dedication for your practice, you can do so now. Your intention could be simply to stay fully present here and now, staying completely tuned in to body and breath. Or you can make your practice itself an offering or a dedication to whomever or whatever is important for you. Whoever could use some extra energy or love or patience or gratitude, whatever is needed for whomever needs it, including yourself. So your entire practice becomes that offering or carries that intention. And for now, continue to breathe. Lift the head up with your inhale. We'll just stretch over to the right as you exhale. So walk the hands over to the right. You'll find that stretch through the left side of your body. Then you can let your head relax down. If the stretch wears off after a breath or two, walk your hands a little bit farther over to the right. And then we'll just switch sides. Inhale, lift the head up, walk your hands all the way over to the left. So you feel that nice stretch through the right side. And then again, once you're there, you can let the head relax down. Take a few deep breaths. One more breath here. And then come back to center and we'll come up into tabletop, coming up onto the hands and knees. Spread the fingers really wide. Plant your knees below the hips, pull the belly in and up. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, let your hips drop to the right and look over the right shoulder. So it should feel like you're trying to pull your right hip and shoulder together. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pull your hips to the left, drop your left shoulder toward your left hip. Inhale, center. Do that a couple more times just with the breath. Your exhale, bend toward the right. Try to bring the shoulder and hip together. Inhale brings you center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And again, once more on each side. Good. And then come back to center. And then tuck your toes, find downward facing dog from here. Lift the hips up and back. And just take a few moments here. You can pedal through the knees and the feet. Bend one knee, sink your weight into the opposite heel. Maybe shake out the head and the neck. Eventually settle into stillness, sink into the heels, spread the fingers wide, press back through the chest. Start to lift through the low belly, find Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. So it's pelvic floor and low belly lifting. And then bring a gentle bend to both knees, come up high onto the tiptoes, press your chest toward your thighs, take a breath. And then just walk your hands back to your feet. Find ragdoll at the back of your mat. Let the knees stay bent, let the torso rest against the legs, and then you might catch opposite elbows, or even interlace your fingers together behind you. Sway side to side, swivel left to right. And then allow the arms to relax down. We'll stand from here. You can either uncurl or press up with a straight back, whatever feels better for your body to come up to stand. Once you're standing, go ahead, roll the shoulders around a few times. In both directions. And then draw the shoulders back and down. And inhale, reach the arms out and up, palms touch, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive forward, bring your hands all the way down. Bend your knees if you need to flatten the palms to the floor. Then lengthen as you inhale. You can come up onto fingertips or slide hands to shins. Fold as you exhale, let the head relax down. Stand again as you inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground. Just moving with the breath. Lengthen, inhale, chest and head forward. Exhale, fold, head down. Stand again, inhale, arms reach up. And fold one more time, exhale, hands down. Lengthen here as you inhale. Fold, exhale. And then walk your hands forward so you're in down dog again. And take a breath once you get there. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, let the hip roll open. Sink into your left heel. Press your chest back toward the left thigh. Take a breath. And then inhale, straighten the knee, reach through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take the leg up and back, reach through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, reach. And then exhale the foot to the hands. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, fully here, lengthen. Exhale, fold either over the right leg. You can hook your shoulder to the over the knee, or you can step the right foot to the side and take a lizard stretch. Hips sink down, chest reaches forward. Maybe you drop down onto one or both elbows. If you have a block candy, you can do that on a block. So even as you're allowing gravity to let your hips sink down, continue to pull in and up through pelvic floor and low belly. Keep the bandhas engaged. All right, so we'll be here one more breath. Good, and then come up onto the hands. If you had dropped to the elbows, bring that right foot between the hands if you had stepped it to the side. Take an inhale here, lift the chest. Half split, exhale, hips back. And we're just gonna move with the breath here. So as you inhale, lunge forward, lift the chest and the head. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale, lunge forward, lengthen. Exhale, hips back. Again, inhale forward. And exhale back. And then come forward into the lunge with your inhale, tuck your left toes under. Downward facing dog, exhale, step back. Plank as you inhale, come forward. Lower to the belly as you exhale, bend the elbows straight back. And then come into Sphinx pose here. Prop yourself up onto your elbows. Elbows are right below the shoulders. Pull your chest forward and up. Shoulders back and down. Strong low belly to help support the low back. You're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like a quad stretch, cross your left arm in front, bend your right knee. That might be enough. You might catch back or reach your hand back to catch your foot. If you notice the right hip starts to lift up off the ground, try to drop that right hip down. And if you still need more of a stretch, draw the right heel closer to the seat. Just take a few more breaths. Any variation is perfect. Nice. If you did catch the right foot with your hand, you can release. We'll all find cobra here. So slide both hands under the shoulders. Take an inhale as you lift the chest. Downward dog, exhale, hips up and back. And take a breath in down dog. And then inhale, left leg up and back. Bend the knee, let the hip roll open. Sink your weight into the right heel, press your chest back toward the right thigh. Again, actively lifting through the belly. Good. And then inhale, straighten the knee, reach through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, reach it back. Step into the hands, exhale. Right knee down. Deep breath in, lengthen here. And then exhale to fold either over the knee, hooking the shoulder over the knee, or again, you can fold to the inside of the leg in a lizard stretch. Allowing the weight of the hips to relax down. But even as the hips relax down, you're lifting through pelvic floor and low belly. Just notice if the side feels different, where it might feel different compared to the other side. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good, and then come up onto the hands if you would drop to the elbows, and then bring that foot between the hands. Take another inhale here, find some length, and then moving with breath as you exhale, hips back. Good, inhale to lunge forward, lift the chest and the head. Exhale, shift the hips back. Deep breath in, come forward. And exhale back. Good. Inhale to lunge, tuck the right toes under. Downward dog, exhale, step back. Plank, inhale, shift forward. Lower to the belly again as you exhale. Find Sphinx again. Inhale up onto the elbows. Take a moment to set up a nice solid Sphinx pose because you still need the same core strength to support the back, the same upper back strength to lift the chest. And then if you want the quad stretch, you can cross that right arm in front, bend your left knee, maybe reach back for the foot or the ankle. Again, if that left hip starts to roll up off the ground, keep pressing it down. And maybe draw that left heel closer to the hip. Two more breaths here. Continue to breathe, nice and steady. One more full breath in. Exhale, start to release wherever you are, finding our way into cobra, sliding the hands under the shoulders. Take an inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips up and back. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, bend your knees, look toward your hands. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. And this time, bring your feet together, toes touch. Inhale, lengthen here, chest forward. Exhale, fold, head down. Inhale, stand, arms reach, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. And we'll move through a couple of rounds of classical sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up, stretch tall. Exhale, fold, bring your hands to the ground. Step the right foot back as you inhale, low lunge. Downward facing dog, exhale, step back. Inhale, plank, come forward. Exhale, you can lower to the belly or maybe knees, chest, and chin. Cobra, inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step the left foot to the hands, inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, stand, reach up, stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Step the left foot back, inhale, low lunge. Downward facing dog, exhale. Plank, inhale. Exhale, lower belly or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra, chest lifts, shoulders back. Downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, stand, reach up, stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold. Right back, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left forward, inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, step forward and fold. Stand, inhale, arms reach. Hands to heart, exhale. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Left back, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, back. Right forward, inhale. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale to stand, reaching. Hands to heart, exhale. Pause here, take a deep breath in, and relax the arms, exhale. As you inhale, reach the arms out and up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward, big circles with the shoulders. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the right foot back. Pause here as you inhale, press into the hands. Step to plank as you exhale. Inhale, strengthen your plank. As you exhale, you can lower to the belly or chaturanga dandasana, the low push-up. Cobra or up dog as you inhale. Either way, draw the shoulders back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a few breaths in down dog, feet hips width. Sink into the heels. Engage your quadriceps and your inner thighs. Good. 2 more breaths here. Take 1 more deep breath in. At the end of your exhale, step or lightly jump your feet to your hands. Lengthen with the inhale. Fold as you exhale. Stand, inhale, arms reach, keep engaging the legs. Relax the arms, exhale. Again like that, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen here. Left foot back, exhale. Just slowing it down a little bit. Press into the hands, take an inhale. Step to plank, exhale. Inhale, strengthen, engage legs, engage belly. Exhale, lower belly or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And again, just settle into some stillness here. Allowing the body to be relatively still and connect to the movement of breath. Even steady inhales, even steady exhales. Take one more deep breath in. At the end of your exhale, step or jump or walk your feet forward. Lengthening inhale, folding exhale. Stand, inhale, reach up. Relax the arms, exhale. Pause here, take a deep breath in and out. And then bend your knees, inhale, reach up, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Lengthen as you inhale, look forward. Step your left foot back as you exhale, spin your left heel to the floor. To warrior one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, just bring your hands to the floor, pause here. Step the left foot forward, inhale. Right foot back, exhale, just switching sides. Warrior one with the inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step to plank. Take a deep breath in, strengthen. Exhale, lower. Chest lifts, inhale, shoulders back. Downward dog, exhale, hips up and back. Take a few deep breaths. Steady breaths in, steady breaths out. Some of you gazing between the knees, some of you gazing toward the navel, maybe even tucking the chin toward the chest if it feels nice. Take one more deep breath in here. At the end of your exhale, step or hop to your hands. Lengthen, inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, reach up, Utkatasana. Stand, exhale, Samastiti. Again, inhale, bend the knees, reach up. Fold as you exhale, hands down. Inhale, lengthen here. Vinyasa, exhale, step or lightly jump back, flow through. You can lower to the belly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog with the inhale. Downward dog, exhale. And then lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, step it to the hands, left heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Open chest, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Vinyasa of your choice, exhale. You can flow through or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Deep breaths in and out. And then left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open chest. Inhale, reach again. Vinyasa as you exhale. Try to maintain the same steadiness of breath. But if you ever find yourself in a place where you can't breathe steadily, keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Take an inhale in down dog. Exhale over to your knees. Find puppy dog. Walk the hands forward a little bit. Keep drawing the shoulders back away from the ears and then let the head come down. Belly continues to lift in and up. So if you know you have a tendency of collapsing into the low back, really engage the low belly and try to keep the low back more neutral. Some of you chest and chin down. Feel the rib cage expand as you breathe in. Connect to low belly as you breathe out. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then find tabletop as you inhale, come up onto the hands. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips up and back. Inhale fully. At the end of your exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Stand, exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up. Fold, exhale. Lengthen, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Chest lifts, inhale, shoulders back. Down dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, left heel down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the elbows, pause here. Stay here as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then exhale, right elbow under left, eagle arms. Sit into the hips, press down into the feet, lift through the fingertips. You can stay more vertical here, or you can find a more of an upper back bend, lifting the elbows up. But if you feel like you're collapsing into the low back, really engage the inner thighs and low belly, help keep the low back neutral. One more breath. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up, palms touch. Vinyasa of your choice, exhale. And just linking breath with movement. And then finding downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, step it through, right heel down. Inhale, reach up. Open chest, exhale. Stay here for the inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, left elbow under right, wrap the arms. Find your feet, sit into the hips, engage your inner thighs. Lift through the fingertips, and then maybe lift through the elbows without collapsing into the back. Press firmly into the outer edge of your right foot, bend deeper into your left knee. And breathe. For one more breath. With your inhale, you'll reach the arms up, palms touch. Vinyasa as you exhale, hands down and flow. Steady breaths in and steady breaths out. Take a breath in your down dog, inhale. Lower to the knees, exhale. You can return to puppy dog, walking the hands forward, or dolphin coming down onto the elbows, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Let the head relax down. Continue to breathe. If you're feeling tight in dolphin, keep a bend to the knees. If you're feeling more open in dolphin, you can walk your feet in closer. Take one more breath wherever you are, and then start to make your way back into downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. At the end of your exhale, step or jump to the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Stay in chair. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Good, take your feet hips width apart. So we're gonna do a little bit of something fun. Hip stabilization. So what you're going to do from here is we're going to do 10 on the right and then 10 on the left. Your inhale, step your right foot out to the right, straighten the knee. Keep the left leg in chair. Exhale, right foot back in chair. 2, inhale, right leg out. Exhale, back to chair. 3, reach out. Exhale. 4, reach out. Exhale, back. 5, reach out. Exhale. 6, stay with the breath. 7, inhale. Exhale. 8, inhale. Exhale. 9, reach out. Exhale. Last one, inhale, reach out. Don't give up. Exhale, back. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, shake it out, let it go. That's fun stuff, guys. See? I learn new things here in quarantine. Good, keep the feet hips width apart. We're just gonna do a little half vinyasa here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Back to chair as you inhale, reach up, bend the knees. Stay in chair, exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, right or left leg out. Exhale, back to chair. 1. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, 2. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, 3. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale 5, halfway done. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. That was 9. Last one. Inhale. Exhale 10 and stand. Inhale. Shake it out. Good. Yay. Feet together. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Pause here as you exhale. Bend the knees, but come up onto the tiptoes. Drop the hips down to the heels. Let the knees separate wider than the shoulders. And then start to let your weight shift back. Walk the hands forward. Fold between the knees. Let your head relax down to the ground. And breathe. The upper body is pretty relaxed. You're still engaging pelvic floor and low belly. Keep the bend as active. One more breath here. And then inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, sit down into boat pose. Yay. Lift the chest, not the shoulders, for 1, 2. Keep squeezing the legs together. It's okay if the knees are bent. 3, keep lifting the chest. 4, 5, cross the ankles. Pull the feet in close. Place your hands slightly forward of the feet. Inhale, just lift your hips up. You can stay on the feet. Exhale down. Into boat pose, take an inhale. Baby boat pose, exhale onto the low back. Breathing. 1, straight, active legs. 2, pull the navel toward the spine. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, back up into boat. Exhale, cross. This time you can keep the feet a little bit in front, hands in front of the hips. Now as you come forward, lift the hips up. It's okay if the feet stay down. Exhale down. Pull your knees into your chest. Pull your chest up toward your knees. Draw the belly in. Now we're going to do big boats and baby boats. Doesn't that sound fun? Inhale, big boat. Exhale, baby boat. Inhale, big boat. Exhale, baby boat. 2, inhale up. Don't give up. Exhale down. 3, inhale, lift. Exhale, 4, inhale up. Exhale, come down. Come up, inhale, and that's it, cross. Some of you might have missed the core work request at the very beginning. We'll move through Vinyasa here. Rock up onto the hands, step or hop the feet back, and flow through. We'll meet in down dog together. Once you're in your down dog, just stay there for a couple of breaths. Heels sink down, belly lifts up, hands root down, shoulders draw up away from the ears. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Left knee down. So for stability, you can keep the back toes tucked. If you feel pretty stable, you can untuck the back toes. Bring your hands up to your hips. Let your weight shift back into the left knee for a moment. Pull the belly in and up, lengthen the tail toward the floor. Chest up, shoulders down. Then you can sit down into the hips. Try not to collapse into the back. Interlace your fingers together behind you. So your hips are sitting forward and down. Your chest is lifting forward and up. And you're really engaging your inner thighs to help stabilize here. Breathing fully. Maybe look up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, release your hands to frame the right foot. We're going to keep the right hand down to the outside of the foot. You might use a blocker or a book here if you need a little more elevation for that hand. Inhale, take your left arm up. But keep pressing that right knee into the right arm. Try to tuck your right hip under. Pull your left hip forward and down, but roll your left shoulder up toward the ceiling. So they're going in opposite directions, the hip down, the shoulder up. Then take that left arm overhead, and as the left toes reach back, the left fingertips reach forward. So you're finding as much length to that left side as you can, still sitting the hips down and pulling your right hip back. 2 more breaths. Take one more inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right below the shoulder. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, settle into the twist. And you're welcome to tuck the left toes under, lift the knee up here. Notice if your right knee collapses open, press into the right big toe, engage the inner right thigh. Belly continues to hug in and out. Press the back of that left thigh up toward the ceiling. Take one more deep breath in where you are. Exhale, right hand down, step to plank. Deep breath in, plank. Exhale, lower belly or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Inhale, shoulders are back. Downward facing dog, exhale. And take a breath. And inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Right knee down. And again, especially for the first low lunge here, you're welcome to keep their back toes tucked. Bring your hands up to your hips. Maybe your right knee's on a blanket. Let your weight shift back into the right knee for a moment. Hug the belly in, lengthen up out of the waist. Then you can sit down into the hips again without collapsing. Then interlace the fingers behind you, but maybe the other cross of the hands, the other thumb on top. Hips are shifting forward and down, chest is lifting forward and up. Pull the ribs in as you lift the chest. Maybe look up. Keeping the face and the jaw relaxed. One more breath. And then exhale, just release the hands down. So again, if you want to block underneath that left hand, press that left arm and leg together tight. Left hip hugs under, right hip is pulling forward and down as you inhale the right arm up. So it's a bit of a twist. Again, that right hip is drawing down, the shoulders rolling back. And then you can reach that arm overhead. Still lifting through bandhas. As the right toes reach back, the right arm stretches overhead. Even here, you can still engage the inner thighs a little bit as you sit the hips closer to the floor. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right hand down below the shoulder. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale to twist. Keep the left knee over the ankle, maybe lift your right knee up off the floor. 3 more breaths. Press the back of your right thigh toward the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, left hand down, step to plank. Inhale, strengthen your plank. Exhale, lower down, belly or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. And take a few deep breaths. One more breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through warrior one. Left heel down. Inhale, come up. Open chest, exhale. Reach up, breathe in. Warrior two as you exhale. Open to the side. Take a moment to align your right heel with the left arch. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Stack the right knee over the ankle. Hands are at the level of your shoulders. Allow your hips to sit down. Lengthen up out of the waist. And breathe. If it feels like you're collapsing into the arch of the left foot, really press into the outer edge. Try to lift the arch of the foot away from the floor. Nice. Inhale, straighten the knee. Keep this wide stance as you move into triangle. Exhale, reach out and then down. So just a different expression of triangle with the feet wider apart. Left arm can reach overhead. You can always bring that right hand to a block or the floor. Some of you will take that left arm overhead. Looking for that side stretch through your waist. Notice if you let go of the lower abdominals, reconnect to low belly. Take one more inhale. Side angle as you exhale, bend the right knee. So the hand could stay down, or you could rest your elbow on the knee. And so that left arm might already be where you want it to be. Or you could take the arm behind the back, maybe for a half or a full bind. So this time you could slide that right hand to the inside of the right foot. Keep rolling the left shoulder up toward the ceiling. Keep tucking the right hip under the body. And again, as the hips sit down, the bun is lift in and up. Now with your next inhale, find warrior two. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straighten the right knee. Turn the toes in and bring your hands to your waist. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold, bring your hands down to the floor. Inhale here, chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So this can be whatever kind of forward fold you'd like. You can walk the hands between the feet, with the head relaxed down. If you want tripod headstand, you're welcome to go upside down. We'll be here about 5 or 6 breaths. Remember, whatever your physical expression of the pose, your focus is the same. Engaging pelvic floor and low belly, breathing deeply, and your eyes are fixed at one spot. You have visual focus. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. If you went upside down, exhale, bring your feet back to the ground. We'll all inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, turn the toes out, heels are turned in. For some side lunges, bend one knee, straighten the other. Only going as much as your knees and your hamstrings permit, so don't force the knees or the hamstrings, and just alternate left to right. You can keep as much or as little weight in the hands as you choose, but do keep breathing. And then the next time you bend into your right knee, walk your hands around to frame the right foot. Take an inhale, step back into down dog as you exhale. And then from down dog, if you want to move through a vinyasa, go ahead and flow. Skip it if you want to skip it. Always staying with breath. We'll meet in down dog together. And take a breath. And then inhale, left leg up and up. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one, breathe in. Open chest, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two, exhale. Aligning your left heel with the arch of the right foot. So again, just taking a moment to set up your foundation. You know where you're building your pose from. And then knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Hands at the level of the shoulders, then look to your left hand. Pull the low belly and pelvic floor in and up as you sit your hips closer to the ground. Feel the breath in your body here. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then inhale, just straighten the left knee, moving into Trikonasana. Exhale, reach out, and then down. So again, it might be a little bit of a wider stance than you're used to. So you might have to modify or adjust it a little bit. Keep pressing into the feet. Maybe take that right arm overhead. Maybe slide that left hand to the floor or look. Chest turns up rather than down. And try to lengthen through both sides of your waist. It's easy to kind of collapse into that left side, so try to lift the left rib cage up a little bit. Nice, take 1 more inhale, and then move right into side angle as you exhale, bend the left knee. The hand could stay down, or you could slide the elbow to the knee. Keep turning the chest up. Maybe tuck that right arm behind the back for the half bind. Some of you move into the full bind. Solid foundation through legs and feet. steady support of pelvic floor and low belly. Use that internal support. Not only do the abundance help to support the physical pose, but they also help you to direct your breath. Nice, full, expansive inhales. And complete exhales. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then for warrior 2, as you inhale, come up. And then exhale, straighten the left knee, turn the toes in, feet parallel. Interlace the fingers together behind the back. Chest lifts, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. You might have to bend the knees here, that's fine. Let the head relax down. Let the arms reach away. But notice if all of your weight shifted back into your hips and your heels. Let some weight come forward toward the toes so you have a more even foundation over the feet. Feel the breath in your body here. One more breath. And then from here, release your hands to the ground. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, turn the heels in, toes out. But from here, we're going to come into goddess. So you might have to adjust your stance a little bit because as you bend your knees, you want your knees over your ankles. So your shin bones are vertical. Then you can walk your hands up to your thighs. And you might use your hands for a moment to help encourage the knees to press out toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Shoulders up over the hips, belly lifting, tailbone lengthening down. Goddess arms. And breathe. Notice if you're puffing out the chest, pull the floating ribs in. For 1. Keep pressing the knees wide. 2. 3, maybe sit lower. Keep pressing the knees wide. 4. And 5. Good. Exhale, release the hands down. Straighten out the legs. Shake it out. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. And now we'll come down into Yogi Swapmalasana. So now bend both knees and your hips will drop down. And you can bring your hands to your heart. Good. Belly lifts, chest lifts. Nice. And then from here, we're going to hook the right shoulder in front of the right knee. Open the arms, twist left. If your hips need a block, you can always slide a block underneath your hips. Some of you have the bind, you're welcome to take the bind here. And we're just gonna switch sides. So if you did open to the left, start to hook that left shoulder in front of the left knee, open the arms, twisting right. And you're still staying pretty solid and your foundation, feet press down, belly lifts. The rotation is in the upper body. And then release the hands down. There's really no graceful way to do this. We're just going to find down dog. So you can kind of walk your hands to the front of your mat, walk your feet back. And then if you'd like a vinyasa, go ahead and flow. And once you get into your down dog, find your way onto your hands and knees and dolphin. So you might choose to go a little bit farther with dolphin with the hands spread wide, or you can return to interlace. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back as you exhale. And again, you can bend the knees if you need to, if you're feeling a bit tight. Some of you are feeling more open and or more adventurous. You're welcome to lift the right leg up. If you're practicing hopping, of course, you could work out a few little bunny hops. Always breathing. If you did lift the right leg up, switch legs. Right leg down, inhale, left leg up. And again, you can keep the leg lifted. If you want to hop, maybe a few hops. And then child's pose. You'll lower to the knees, sit right back onto the heels. Any arm position that feels comfy for you. So whether the arms are forward or back by your sides, Take a few deep breaths. When you feel that the breath is nice and steady again, you can start to make your way back into downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to high lunge. Stand the left tip toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, just bring your hands to your heart. And then lean forward as you inhale, pause here. Pull the belly in and up. Use your back to pull your chest forward. You could technically stay right here, and it's really a good stabilizing position for that hip. Otherwise, warrior three as you inhale. Stand up onto the right leg. I want you to focus on dropping the outer left hip down. So you're pivoting on the right hip to drop the left hip. Left toes point straight down. Chest pulls forward. Maybe arms reach forward. Engage both legs, both inner thighs. For 3 more breaths. Keep hugging the low belly in and up. 2 more breaths. Keep your eyes focused at one spot. Take 1 more inhale, and then exhale, take a short step back with the right foot, come up to stand. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. We're gonna come into pyramid here. So whether when you fold, you can bring your hands to the floor, or you might take reverse prayer. Inhale, grow tall here, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over the right leg. So aim your belly and your chest and your head toward your right leg, and breathe. If you're in reverse prayer, try to press the heels of the palms together. Engage your quadriceps and your inner thighs. If you took reverse prayer, just release your hands down to the floor. Inhale, lift the head, bend the right knee, step the left foot to the top of the mat, exhale. Feet are together, lengthen, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Inhale, stand, arms reach, palms touch. Relax the arms, exhale. Take a deep breath in and out. So we'll bring the hands to the hips here, and then shift your weight into your left foot. We're gonna find dancer. So bend the right knee, reach back for the foot. Start with the knees and the thighs together, pull the belly in and up. Reach the left arm up. You can stay right here, pull the ribs in, or you can start to kick the right foot back against the hand. I like to catch the instep, you might prefer the outer edge. And then once you've kicked back as far as you can, you might start to pivot forward. You're letting your chest drop down toward the ground, but still pull it forward and up at the same time. So you're pivoting on the left hip to drop down, but you're using your back to keep lifting. And breathing, gaze is focused. Your standing leg is really strong. Good. Inhale to come up. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Find Samasthiti at the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold, hands down. Inhale, lengthen here. Just fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sit low, lean forward a bit, then twist, exhale. Left elbow, right knee. Press into the hands, lift the chest. We're not gonna stay here though, look down. Look at your right foot, shift your weight into your right foot. Lift your left foot up, step it back. Coming into twisting lunge. You can always drop that left knee to the floor. You can always open the arms or bind. Steady, even breaths in. Complete breaths out. Inner thighs hug toward each other, drawing that right hip back and slightly down. Nice, deep breath in, look down. Exhale, hands frame the right foot, lower your left knee to the floor. Heel to the right, foot to the right. Now we're gonna come into twisting lizard. So I'm gonna turn your right toes out at a bit of an angle, flex the foot, and roll over to the outer edge. You don't collapse your ankle. This isn't an ankle stretch, so you wanna keep the ankle joint neutral. You might drop down onto the left elbow, gently press the right knee and thigh away. And then some of you will find that back knee as well. You can bend the left knee and reach back for the foot. Hips sit down, chest lifts up. You can find a little more softness here, soften the face. Allow gravity to do a little bit more work. Good. And then release your hands down. Tuck the left toes under, lift the knee, bring the right knee back up to neutral. Take an inhale. Three-legged dog as you exhale. You'll take that right leg up and back. Bend the knee, let the hip roll open. Maybe flip over if you'd like to flip over. Take 2 or 3 breaths. And then we'll eventually return to down dog. You can flow through Vinyasa or even take a child's pose for a couple of breaths. And we'll meet in down dog together. And we'll find the left side. Inhale takes the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through to high lunge. Stand the right toes. Inhale, come up. Open chest, exhale. Reach up, breathe in. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, sit low and lean forward. Pull the belly in and up. Use your back to pull your chest forward. Remember, you can stay right here. Or warrior 3, coming up. So remember, if you're finding warrior 3, you're pivoting now on the left hip to roll the outer right hip down. So your low back is parallel to the floor. Reach back through that left heel or the right heel. Chest pulls forward. Maybe arms reach forward. Breathe. Strong legs, strong belly, strong back. All of this with steady breaths. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath here. Inhaling. Short step back as you exhale, hands to hips. Right hip pulls forward, left hip back. So chest and hips are facing forward. As we take this into pyramid, remember you have the option of reverse prayer or hands down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold over the left leg. So navel, chest, and head all aim toward the left leg. Belly hugs in and up. If you're tight through the hamstrings, maybe a bend to the knee, maybe bring your hands to blocks. One more breath here. And then releasing the hands down. As you inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Lengthening with the inhale. Folding as you exhale. Stand, inhale, arms reach up. Relax the arms, exhale. Take a breath. Nice, and we'll find dancer standing on the right leg. So you'll shift your weight into the right foot, bend the left knee, reach back. Lift through the low belly, pull the inner thighs together to start, right arm up. And remember, you can stay right here, or you can start to kick the foot back into the hands. Once you've kicked back as far as you can, maybe start to pivot. Chest reaching forward, belly pulling in and up. Gaze steadily focused at one spot. Make sure you're engaging your standing leg. Engage the quad, the inner thigh. One more breath. And then inhale, stand up. And release, exhale, shake it out. Find your feet together at the top of the mat. Samastitihi. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen here. Just fold as you exhale. And bend your knees. Inhale, reach up for chair. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, sit low, lean forward. Twist to the left, exhale. Right elbow, left knee. Press into the palms, lift the chest. Pull the belly in and up. Engage your inner thighs, but then look down. Shift your weight into your left foot. Start to lift the right foot up. And then slowly step it back, coming into lunge. So remember, you can always drop that back knee down. Or you might open the arms or bind. But find length, reaching the chest and the head forward, and then turning the chest up toward the ceiling. Drawing the left hip back and slightly down, closer to the floor. And as you inhale, look down. Exhale, bring your hands and your right knee to the floor. Heel to the left foot to the left a few inches. So now coming into that twisting lizard. Turn the left toes out at an angle. And remember, as you flex the foot, you're trying to keep the ankle joint neutral. So you're opening up the hip, not the ankle. And then whether you stand the right hand or lower to the right elbow, you can gently press that left knee and thigh away. So we did a lot of hip stabilization in the initial sequence there. So now you're opening up the hip a little bit more. Maybe bend the right knee. Allow the hips to sit down, turn the chest up. One more breath here. And then you can start to release your hands down. Bring that left knee back up to neutral. Lift your right knee up off the floor. Take an inhale. Step back to three-legged dog. Exhale, take that left leg up and back. Bend the knee, let the hip roll open. Maybe flip over if you did that on the first side. Take a few deep breaths. And then eventually, again, we'll be finding down dog, but however you get there is up to you. Maybe it's after a few breaths in child's pose. Maybe it's after moving through a vinyasa. Take a couple of breaths in, downward facing dog. Inner thighs engaged, belly lifting. And then as you inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Find a sphinx pose as you inhale, come up onto the elbows. Good. Breathe here. Chest lifting, belly lifting, tail lengthening back. And I know some of you know this, but some of you might not. Notice how high you can get your chest up off the ground here. So a significant distance away from the ground. So memorize this. That means your body is physically able to do this. So now when we find sphinx pose, not sphinx, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Imagine if you could do locust with your chest this high. So you could even try from here. I'm gonna find locust pose. Keep using your upper back muscles to lift the chest up. Reach the arms back, lift the legs up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Breathing 1. Lifting the chest. 2. Keep breathing. 3. 4. 5. Exhale, a cheek to the floor. You can sway your hips or windshield wiper your legs left to right. Take a few deep breaths. Good. And then forehead or chin down. We'll find locust again, but this time maybe interlace your fingers together behind the back. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Pull the belly in and up. And then inhale, lift. And again, use your back to lift the chest. Pull the belly in and up to support the low back. Engage your glutes and your hamstrings. And breathe. 2 more breaths. Lift a little bit higher, take an inhale, other cheek to the floor, exhale. And again, release the arms, release the legs, maybe sway the hips. Good. So last one here from the belly, I'm gonna bend both knees for Dhanurasana. I like to wiggle my legs closer together first, because they do tend to splay open here. Reach back, try to catch your feet, maybe your ankles. And then even once you have hold of your feet, wiggle your legs closer together again. So you do want to try to keep engaging the inner thighs. Pull the belly in and up. And then first, inhale, use your back to lift your chest, then kick the legs up and back. And breathe. Gaze forward. Strong, strong legs, strong inner thighs. Steady breath. Nice, take one more deep breath in, and exhale, release. You can stay on the belly for maybe 3 or 4 breaths, and then eventually sit back into a child's pose. Take maybe 4 or 5 breaths in child's pose. And then as you inhale, find tabletop. And exhale, find downward facing dog. And take a breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bring it through to pigeon. Bring the right knee through to the wrist. Let the left knee lower down. If your knees have any issues, if you have really tight hips, sit up on a block here. So side your block, if you have one, underneath your hip, or even a blanket or a pillow will work here. This block is a little too big for that, so I can use that. Now, we'll be here for a little bit, probably like 10 breaths or so, maybe a little bit longer. You're welcome to fold. We'll all start folded, so you can come down onto the elbows. Chest forward, pull the belly in and up. And then maybe the arms walk a little bit farther forward. You could rest your forehead on your arms. Again, just letting the hip open up a little bit there. And you are welcome to stay right here. If you want to work a little bit harder, you're going to walk the hands in again. Now, when I work with upright poses, I do like to sit up on something. And again, if you have something smaller than this gigantic block, you might do something a little bit shorter. It's like sitting on a chair. So, but then you can start to come up. But much like the other asymmetrical poses we're doing, it's easy to let that left hip roll back here. So try to draw the left hip forward, right hip back, even in this more upright pigeon pose. Okay. And you can stay right here, belly lifts, chest lifts, shoulders don't lift. But maybe you bend the back knee and reach back for the foot. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. You might take the right arm up. I know some of you go deeper here, so you're welcome to go into king pigeon if you'd like. Really engaging Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, really engaging the inner thighs here to help stay upright. Good. And then we'll release. So we are going to move into Janu Shashasana from here. So if you were sitting on a block, set it aside. And then extend the left leg out. So this is just a nice release after that strong pigeon pose. You can stay in Janu Shashasana, foot to inner thigh, or maybe half lotus if you like half lotus. Turn your chest to face the left leg. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold. You can make this as relaxing as you choose, if you want to soften completely and just let gravity do a lot of the work. Some of you working a little bit harder at engaging the inner thighs a bit, pulling the belly in and up, and then using your core strength and your back muscles to reach the chest forward as you still draw the shoulders back away from the ears. Feel the breath in your body here. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. So we're going to take a different pose here. If you're in, whether your foot's to the inner thigh or in half lotus, if possible, you're going to bend your left knee back into half virasana. So it's just a different twist. We usually do Ardha Matsyendrasana here. This is a little bit different. So you're sitting to the inside of that left foot. Right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist, left hand to right knee, look over the shoulder. And if you've got the half lotus, you can thread the right arm behind the back to catch the foot. Inhales, grow taller. And exhales, twist. One more breath here. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. We'll be making our way back into down dog. If you don't want the vinyasa, you don't have to worry about flowing through vinyasa. You might just walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Just taking our time to get there. And we're just going to be coming into the left side. So once you get into your down dog, you'll inhale the left leg up and back. And exhale, bring it through to pigeon. Right leg extends back. Left hip draws back and down. Maybe sit up on a block. And again, we'll take two variations here, but if you're happy just staying with the more relaxing version of this, you can certainly, once you get into the elbows, stay there. So you can start by just coming onto the elbows, chest forward, belly lifting, or maybe cross the arms in front of you. Smooth out the breath. Steady breaths in, steady breaths out. Smooth inhales, smooth exhales. And again, you're welcome to stay in the forward fold. If you want to work a bit harder here, you'll start to walk the hands in. Make sure you're engaging the belly to support the back, because this is a bit of a back bend. And again, feel free to set up on a chair or a block or a blanket if you've got one. So then once you're up again, you can bring your hands to your hips. You do want that, make sure that front knee is externally rotated. The knee is technically wider out than the hip here. That will help you find a little more stability. Engage the inner thighs, pull the belly in and up. Again, this is a good place to stay. Really strong back here. And again, the belly helps to support the lower back. And then if you want to work with that back leg, you can bend the right knee and reach back. Again, it's easy to twist open to the right here, so keep pulling right hip forward, left hip back. Maybe take the left arm up. Stay strong, strong legs, strong foundation, and full breathing. So again, we try not to let the expression of the pose inhibit the quality of the breath. So even though the pose is difficult, we maintain that steady foundation of breathing. Good. Take one more breath wherever you are, and then we'll all exhale, start to release the hands to the floor. If you were sitting on a block or a blanket, slide it out from underneath you, and then we'll shift the weight into the left hip, extend the right leg out. So again, as you come into this forward fold, it can be Janu Shirshasana, or you can come into half lotus, whatever feels nice. Turn to face the right leg, take a deep breath in, exhale, fold. And again, this can be completely relaxed forward fold. You don't have to have any effort at all if you choose that approach. So again, it can be really nice and relaxing. Or if you want to work harder, you're engaging bandhas, engaging inner thighs, and using your core strength in your back to reach the chest forward while drawing the shoulders back and down. One more breath. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release the hands. So we're going to bend the right knee into half Virasana. So again, you'll bend it back, sitting to the inside of that right foot. Again, don't force your knees. If that's annoying to the knee, you just keep the legs straight. And again, that left leg can be in like a Janushrashasana position or half lotus. Left hand behind, right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist, right hand, left knee, look over the shoulder. And again, if you're in half lotus, you might take that left arm behind the back to catch the foot. Inhales, create length, create space. And exhale, settle into the twist. One more breath where you are. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. Release the legs forward, shake out the knees. And then bring the soles of the feet together. You can either interlace your fingers around your toes or open up the feet like the pages of a book. Inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, or cobbler's pose, or butterfly pose. But always breathing pose. And then inhale, lift the head and the chest. You can just stay here with the knees butterflied open. I'm going to show you real quick what we're going to do once we lie down. We'll eventually do a regular bridge pose, but we're going to do a little bit of hip stabilization before we come into that bridge. And you're going to start just like in bridge. So you'll start like on your back, knees bent, feet down, palms down. Then you'll lift your right leg up. You're gonna press into the left foot, pull the belly in and up, press into the hands, and inhale, lift your hips up, and then down. Does that sound like fun to you? Yes? So again, you'll press into the bridge. So it's basically like a one-legged bridge raise. You'll inhale, lift up, and exhale down. And we're going to do it 8 times. Yay? Good? You all look so excited. Okay, lie down. And bend your knees and plant your feet on the floor. I will try to talk you through this as best I can here. So again, you're going to set up just like you would for bridge pose. Palms down by your sides, pull the belly in. Lift your right leg straight up toward the ceiling like you're going to stand on your own ceiling. And then as you press into the left foot and pull the belly in, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, down 1. Inhale, up. Exhale, 2. Inhale up, exhale down, 3, inhale up, exhale down, 4, inhale up, exhale down, 5. We'll stop at 5, how about that? Good. Bend the right knee, bring your foot to the floor, pull the belly in, take your left leg up, flex the foot, reach through the heel. Good. So again, establish your foundation, press into the hands, press into the right foot, pull the belly in. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale down, 1. Inhale up. Exhale down, 2. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, 3. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down, 4. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then bring both feet to the floor. And now you'll do a regular bridge pose. So press into the feet. If you want to move right into a wheel here, you can bring your hands up by your shoulders and move right into a wheel. We'll do a couple of back bends here. Press into the feet, pull the belly in. Inhale, lift the hips up. Bridge or wheel for 1. Again, strong foundation, strong bandhas, 2. Steady breath. 3. Press into the feet. 4. Take one more inhale and exhale, lower down. Take a deep breath in and out. We'll do it again, bridge or wheel. Press into the feet, engage the belly, inhale, lift. Bridge or wheel for 1. Strong inner thighs. 2. 3. And again, try to maintain smooth breathing even though the pose is hard. 4. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower down. Good. Now, some of you will want to do one more back bend here. You're welcome to take one more bridge, wheel, or back bend of your choice. If you don't want another back bend, you can bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees butterfly open, and let your hands rest across your belly. If you're moving into one more back bend, find your foundation, find the internal supportive bandhas, and then inhale, come up. And breathe for 1. 2. 3. Strong legs, strong feet. 4. Strong inner thighs. And 5. We'll all exhale, come down. Hug your knees into your chest again, rock side to side. Even if you didn't take that back bend, rock side to side. Maybe find a happy baby pose. Two directions here you can go. So some of you will be moving through shoulder stand sequence. If that's part of your regular practice that you enjoy, feel free to move into shoulder stand. If you'd rather do something more passive, more relaxing, you can move into a reclined spinal twist. If you want to do both, do the inversion first, do your shoulder stand first, and then at the very end, you can do a twist. So either dropping the legs off to one side or the other for your twist, or take the legs up into overhead for your shoulder stand. Breathing wherever you are. Find stillness wherever you are. So even if you're in the more active shoulder stand, find a bit of stillness there. Of course, the breath moves. The body moves with the breath, but the overall pose is still. Face relaxed, jaw relaxed. You might close the eyes. If you took shoulder stand, take another breath or 2, and then start to make your way into plow pose, letting the legs lower toward the floor behind you. And if you had taken a twist, no rush at all, just when you feel ready, you can start to switch the direction of your twist. And again, let any movements or transitions here be really relaxed and gentle. So even if you're in the more active poses, the transitions themselves are nice and smooth. Of course, plow poses can bend the knees, Karnapadasana, whenever you would like. And then the inversions can come down into fish pose. And even if you took a twist, but if you enjoy fish pose and would like to get it into your practice, you can prop yourself up onto your elbows, lift the chest up, gently let the head tilt back, opening up across the heart, opening up across the throat. And then release all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side, massage the low back against the floor. And then start to prepare for Shavasana. Mix in the legs out. Let them rest about wider than your mat if possible. If you've got enough space there, you can take it up. Let the legs spread wide. Let your arms extend out by your sides. Let your shoulders snuggle more comfortably underneath you. If you're feeling a bit chilly, grab a blanket or a sweatshirt so that you're nice and cozy and warm. So make sure that you're nice and comfortable, and then we'll just go through guided relaxation here. So I will say a part of the body, and when I say that part, engage the muscles of that part of the body, really tighten, and then soften. So we'll start with the right foot, really squeeze the right foot, engage all of the muscles, and then let go. Engage the right calf, squeeze, and then let go. Right calf right thigh and hip, really engage and soften. Left foot, engage the muscles and release. Left calf, left thigh and hip. Engage the right hand, squeeze all the muscles and release. Right forearm, right upper arm and shoulder. And then the left hand, tighten the muscles and then soften. Left forearm, left upper arm and shoulder. Engage all of the muscles of the abdomen, squeeze the belly, and then let go. Chest, and tighten the muscles of the chest, and soften. Neck. And then all of the muscles of the head, squeeze all of the muscles tight, and then completely let go. Letting go completely of the body, leave the body to itself, and let go of the breath, and leave the breath to itself. Allowing yourself time here for complete effortlessness, complete ease. If the mind wanders off, just bring your attention gently back to feeling the body and observing the breath. Before you return, while you relax there, a quote from Alma Luz Villanueva. She says, "The sacred is not in heaven or far away. The sacred is all around us, and small human rituals can connect us to its presence. And of course, the greatest challenge and the greatest gift is to see the sacred in each other." Begin to bring your awareness to your body again. And feel your breath again. And as your breathing deepens, you can explore movements, wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling through your ankles and your wrists. Noticing what it feels like to move and breathe and be in your body. You might stretch the arms up overhead or simply draw the knees into the chest, squeeze everything in close. If you prefer to stay in Shavasana for longer, of course, you can turn this off and lie down and go back to sleep. But if you are going to return to seated, once upright, just close the eyes, sit up tall, bring your hands together to your heart. Just take a few moments to notice any changes physically, mentally. Are you breathing differently or feeling differently than when you first stepped onto your mat? And take a moment to connect to your intention or your dedication. And then with honor and respect and much gratitude for one another, I thank you all for your presence. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.